Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I will give you the tips about how to learn English fluently and confidently. Before going to share all the tips of learning English, I would like to share all those questions which come in the minds of English language learners. The first question comes in their mind is that we don't have any vocabulary. How you say that you don't have any vocabulary? While before 13 years ago, research on Asian countries proved that the 8th class failed student have 3000 words. It is incorrect to say that you don't have any vocabulary. In case of second question, the English language learners claim that whatever vocabulary we have, we forget it during speaking. One thing you should be kept in your mind is that when you don't use vocabulary in your daily life, then the time comes you forget it. And if you don't want to forget it, you should use it on daily basis. Thirdly, they say that we don't have command over tenses, and because of these tenses, we are unable to speak in English. In this situation in which you are afraid from 12 tenses, I suggest you to learn only 4 tenses instead of 12, because as a beginner, these 4 tenses are enough to speak English in a lucid way. And these 4 tenses are simple present, present perfect, simple past, and simple future. Fourthly, English language learners feel hesitation in speaking English. The first thing I want to say that it is not our native language and we are not perfect in this language. That's why we should have to learn English language without any hesitation. The fifth and last question is that to whom we speak. First, you speak to yourself loudly, and when you feel that you get confidence in speaking to yourself, then you can make a group with your friends and try to speak English with them. So I have given the solution of all these questions which come in the mind of the English language learners. Now we come towards the tips which are required to speak English fluently and confidently. The first tip is don't afraid to make mistake, because these are the part of learning language. When you speak consistently, then these mistakes automatically remove from your speaking because these are temporary. To begin, tip number 2, to begin with simple conversation by using short sentences, phrases and idioms. Tip number 3, try to speak with yourself and speak loudly as well. Tip number 4, record your voice. Then listen it and correct your pronunciation. Tip number 5, practice, practice and practice. It means to speak English on daily basis. If you are a beginner, then start to speak in English by telling about the things which are present in your surroundings. For example, you are at your home, then start to tell about all the things which are present in all rooms, including kitchen. Suppose you say that in my room there is a study table and chair which are made up of wood, and there are many books in my room, etc., etc. This is your first step of speaking English at basic level. Then jump into another very effective step in which you choose any topic of your interest and get knowledge about this topic from different sources, and then try to speak about this topic loudly only to yourself. And this practice should be done on daily basis. It will not only improve your vocabulary but also you get fluent in speaking English. So these 5 steps or tips are very effective for the beginners of English language learners. If you have any query about this topic, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.